Once there was a man who had everything people dream of: money, fame, followers. But every night he stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Why do I still feel empty?" He had forgotten one simple truth: you can light up the world only if you keep your own flame alive. One day, while walking in the rain, he met an old painter sitting by a broken wall. The painter smiled and said, "You know what the saddest thing in the world is? A candle that burns for others but forgets to shine for itself." Those words hit him harder than any failure ever did. He started remembering the times when he used to laugh without cameras, help people without posting it, and dream without fear of being judged. Slowly, he started rebuilding his inner world. He turned his phone off for a week, went for long walks, watched sunsets, and listened to his thoughts again. One morning, he saw a child trying to fix a torn kite. The child smiled and said, "It still flies if you believe." That's when he realized life isn't about having perfect wings. It's about having the courage to rise with broken ones. He began to create again, not for likes, not for views, but for love. The world noticed the difference. His videos touched hearts, his words healed pain, and people started calling him the Light Man. But deep down, he knew it wasn't him. It was the light inside everyone that needed to be reminded it still exists. He started traveling, meeting strangers, listening to their stories. He met a blind musician who played songs by feeling the vibration of strings, a girl who painted with her toes after losing her hands, and a man who built homes for others while living in one room himself. Every person he met carried the same spark, fragile yet powerful. Then came a night of heavy storm. Electricity went out, phones died, darkness everywhere. But he lit a single candle. People gathered around, faces glowing. He realized the truth. Light doesn't compete, it multiplies. One small flame can ignite 1,000 more. So if you're listening to this, remember, the world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It just needs your real light. Speak kindly, work honestly, love deeply, and never, ever let anyone convince you that your light is too small to matter. Because sometimes, the darkest nights are waiting for your tiny spark to begin their sunrise. The candle had burned through the darkest night. The man who once lost himself was now guiding others. But as his light grew, so did the shadows that followed him. Fame returned, but this time louder than ever. Millions watched his every word, but inside he was fighting a quiet storm. People called him the Light Man, but he started to wonder, am I still shining for truth or just glowing for attention? One day, during a public speech, the lights went out. The hall fell into silence. Someone whispered, "What now?" He took a deep breath and said, "We don't stop when lights go out. We become the light." He took out a small match, lit a candle, and continued speaking in darkness. That night, 1,000 candles lit up across the room. Not because of electricity, but because of belief. But then came the hardest chapter. He lost someone he loved, the one person who reminded him that light means nothing without warmth. Grief tried to break him again. He stopped creating. He stopped speaking. He stopped believing. Until one evening, an old voice returned. "It is the painter from the rain. You forgot something, son," he said. "Even when a candle melts, its flame keeps rising upward." Tears rolled down his face. He realized that the true purpose of light isn't to avoid pain. It's to go through it and still shine. He started again, not with grand plans, but small actions. Helping a child cross the street, donating quietly, listening without recording. He began teaching others how to find their own light, not follow his. Months later, he created something new: the Light Project, a global mission to spread kindness through real stories. Every share, every act, every word was another spark. From one city to another, the world started to glow. In one clip, an old woman smiled and said, "When you light someone's heart, you never lose your flame. You double it." That video reached millions, but more importantly, it reached souls. Years passed. The man grew older, quieter, wiser. One day, a young girl asked him, "Sir, are you not tired of lighting candles for others?" He smiled and said, "Child, when I light a candle for you, I don't lose mine. I just make the night brighter." And when he passed away, people didn't mourn. They lit candles all across the world. Every glow told his story that even one small heart can make the whole world shine. Because true light never dies, it just changes hands.